Good morning, dear children. Children, today I have come up with a very interesting story for all of you. The title of my story is The Magic Fish. Once, not very long ago, it so happened that all the happiness started to slowly leak out of the world. Everything began to lose color. Trees turned brown. So did the grass, and nothing grew. People were always hungry and tired. However much they worked, nothing came of it. No food, no happiness. Everyone was growing sad. So sad that they started to lose their smiles. Fights would break out every now and then. While the others were busy feeling sad and tired and quarreling with each other, not knowing why, there was a Dukhariya, an old woman, who understood things a little better, and she was thinking, we have to get our share of happiness back. But how? She worried and she fretted and she wandered here and there, wondering what was to be done. Then one day, a great gust of wind came and blew the old woman away. Whoosh! It took her to a corner where there was no one else and sat her down. Eh, Dukhariya, the wind called out to the old woman. Why are you so worried? Look, your hair is getting whiter and you are growing thinner day by day. Just thinking too much. Beta, my child, can't you see for yourself that there is no happiness in our world? There is nothing to eat and there is so much sadness all around. And people are fighting with each other. And that's why I worry because something has to be done to change this. Oh, said the wind. It blew this way and that around the world, then came back and whispered in the Dukhariya's ear. There, far away, behind the big mountain, is a spring. And from that spring has sprung a lake, a very beautiful lake. It is always full, and the water is green, green. In it lives a big fish, a magical fish who spreads happiness. Go and ask her for help. The Dukhariya believed in action. After all, she had always worked hard all her life. She had built houses that never fell, ponds that did not seep, bridges that stayed strong. Now she set out to bring back happiness. She ran home and called out to her two daughters. Leave your sadness behind or carry it with you. But we have to go to the lake behind the mountain. What lake? Her daughters called back. There, far away, behind the big mountain, is a spring, and from that spring has sprung a lake, a very beautiful lake. It is always full, and the water is green, green. In it lives a big fish, a magical fish, who will help us. We have to find her, said the old woman. Her daughters too believed in action, so without any further why, where, or what, they set off. They couldn't leave their sadness behind because it stuck to them like a hump, so they carried it with them. The mountain was steep and the burden was heavy, so slowly they climbed the mountain. But as they came closer to the lake, their burden seemed to grow lighter and lighter, and their steps faster and faster. Then suddenly they saw the lake below them. It was just like the wind had described it, green and beautiful, standing there on the top of the mountain, looking at the lake and the life all around it. The three women felt happy, very happy. Without a care, they ran down the slope and reached the lake. There they fell to the ground, panting and laughing with joy at having reached where they had wanted to. The old woman gathered some breath back into her chest and called out to the fish, Machi, oh Machi. The fish floated up to the top of the water. She looked around and saw the three women sitting at the edge of the lake. What is it? Why are you calling me? She asked. Oh, Machi, the wind told me that you spread happiness. And I can see that it's true, said the Dukhariya. We need you to help us. What help? Asked the fish. The daughters told her the story of the unhappy world, and the old woman added, Oh Machi, when you live here, you spread happiness only in this place. But we want to take you and leave you in the river. Then you can flow with the river and spread happiness all over. The fish thought for a while. I am ready to do as you say, but there is one thing that I am scared of. She then said, What are you scared of? Asked the old woman. That somebody might catch me and eat me, said the fish. I have been living here for so long that I have forgotten how to hide and save myself. Oh, said the Dukhariya, don't worry about that. Leave it to us. We will protect you, said the daughters. Stepping up beside the woman, we will go from village to village and tell the whole world that we have left a magical fish in the river and no one should catch it and eat it. The fish saw the goodness and determination in their eyes and believed them. All right, she said, I am ready to go with you. Take me to the river. So the Dukhariya and her daughters put the fish into a pot filled with water and set off. The journey back seemed so effortless and so short. It was almost as if the wind had lifted them and left them on the banks of the river. Wading into the water, the old woman tipped the pot and the fish swam away with a splash and fur. She set off to spread happiness. The three women too get into their donga, their little boat. The daughters took the oars and with Dukhariya, showing them the way, they rowed along the river. The three went from village to village. There is a magical fish in the river who will spread happiness in the world. No one should catch her and eat her, they told everyone. There are many fishes in the river. How will we know which is the magical one? The people asked. Oh, when you see her, you will know, sang the old woman from her donga. Listen to your heart and you will know. And if you have any doubt, I will tell you one thing. She wears a nose ring. It sparkles. As the fish swam through the river, wherever she went, the trees and grass turned green. Seeds, when planted, started to grow again. There was much to sow and reap. People stopped quarreling. Food filled stomachs. The color came back. So did the smiles. Happiness had started to spread. That is why you must never catch the magical fish. If by mistake you do, you must let her go. And if you ever meet three women in a boat who tell you this story, you must believe them, for what they say is true. Now, children, you will do page 40 of your English reading practice book. Thank you.